everybody can see. Got it. Okay, welcome to the Wardrobe's Ageless Beauty Skincare event here at the Wardrobe, everyone. And got it. Should I be showing up in this or no? Is it video too? There we go.
It should be recorded.
Should I sit like that for a few?
Do you want me to screen it?
Yeah. Oh, there we go. You just what? Can you get me on the screen? Maybe. Okay. Well, great. Oh, yay. Alrighty. So, thank you for coming and welcome, welcome. I'm Heather Caswell, the owner of the Wardrobe, and wow, just wanted to give you a little story behind how we got to today. You know, fashion is my passion, but skincare wellness is also a really near and dear thing to my heart. And I turned 60 this year, and right before that, big sister, style sister, who's an international stylist, Jacqueline Stone. She comes to the store for events that, you know, happens coming up in October. She introduced me to Melissa via Zoom. So we're learning how to be connected in new ways. And Melissa ended up sending me some samples. And it took me about a week to like say, okay, it's Saturday morning. I'm ready to try these. And it was like a overnight love story. Just like, you know, I was just like, okay. And here we are today. And what else can I say? Except that I once thought I was going to be a homeopathic practitioner. And that was when I was a little about your age, Ava. And you know, the universe had a different idea for me, but with everyone today. And Ava's grandmother, who's a dear customer and friend, came in shortly after we started carrying this line and said, oh, my granddaughter's a licensed esthetician. And voila, we have this wonderful support system and talented young women that's supporting this journey with us today, along with the formulator and founder of Gatherwise. So I know. So we were hoping that everyone would get their skincare analysis done, but technology didn't allow for it. So, and can you remind me, can you see people? Hi there, Melissa. Why don't you just take it over for a few?
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I cannot see anyone or anything other than a black screen, but I'm imagining all of you, and I'm imagining you all outside and together, and it's a beautiful scene in my head. So that's I'm glad we're all here together today. Yeah, thank you for everyone, and thank you, Heather and Ava. This is such a great event. I want to kind of just start off with saying something that really hit me the other day. I was talking to Heather, and she mentioned, and I can't remember if it was a quote of hers or another person's quote. She was saying that she said she really loves inspiring the art of being you with her fashion and her business. And it just hit me so deeply that the connection that we're all making together, because that is so much of what Gatherwise resonates with too, is to inspire women, to inspire everybody to be more authentically yourself and to be you beautifully forever in every stage of your life, and to love yourself unconditionally. And I just love that connection together. And I just wanted to kind of bring that around because it was so important to me. So thank you, Heather, for everything you do. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And then I'm just going to kind of talk about myself and go into it. I'm a little sad we lost a little bit of time, but I feel like we can talk quickly and make up for it. So my name is Melissa Fuller. I'm the founder and formulator of Gatherwise Skincare. We are here in the misty hillsides of Portland, Oregon. Today it's sunny. And the Gatherwise Garden is actually just right around the corner, where we grow, harvest, infuse, and distill everything straight from the farm into the studio and process and formulate from there. So it truly is seed to bottle skincare. And going back 20, 30 years of my journey has always been a lifetime of skincare. I struggled with lots of skin issues myself as a child, and really dove into everything. I started using steroid creams for psoriasis and everything that I was dealing with, and realized that wasn't really healing. What it was doing was fixing the problem temporarily, but it was more deeper than that level. And that's when I turned to plants. And I was just a young teenager and like mixing almonds with honey in my parents' kitchen and washing my face with that, and realized that that actually was helping me more. And so that kind of started my journey on this whole skincare path 30 years later. And from there, I went to, in San Francisco, I studied at Miss Marty's skincare school, and I got my international license as an esthetician through Sedesco program. And then after that, the holistic program with Sedesco, it's a deep dive into skin and everything that entails. So it's not only your facial issues and problems in skin on this level, it is a holistic body take of how the body works together and what that means for your skin. And so that just set me off on a path of, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I can't believe our bodies are connected in a way to our skin that I never really thought about before. And feeling that like whole body journey is just, I think, something that, we're trying to see now, and everyone is kind of opening their eyes to. It's not just one problem, it's the whole body. And within that, I realized, how can I grow this whole body holistic view of skin with plants? And then I went to herbalism school and studied at Vital Ways. And now I'm merging my love of plants and skincare together to create this beautiful line of high-end facial products that are truly plant-based. Because plant-based is just so important to me. Truly understanding like the plant constituents and how they resonate and work on the skin, how they heal and soothe and nourish for a lifetime. This isn't just an overnight fix. This isn't just, slapping it on your face and going to bed. This is taking that same amount of time. It can be 30 seconds to 2 hours every day, but taking that moment in, breathing in the natural plant-based scents, connecting yourself to nature, to the Gatherwise garden, and then having all the potent vitamins, nutrients, and minerals that the plants are bringing you is all part of it. So breathing that in, it's calming your nervous system. It's connecting your body to yourself, to your skin, and also telling yourself that you do love yourself and that you are giving yourself that time of day because you care and you're worthy, and you spend that time for you because you matter. And not just once, but this is a lifelong journey. And that's where the ageless beauty comes in, because we're not just, using this product one time for one night to fix all of our problems. This is a lifelong, beautiful relationship with the products and the plants and ourselves, to really kind of draw in that love and confidence and care for our skin. So I'm hoping that you are wanting to join this journey of ageless beauty, because it's really empowering and really inspiring, and opens up that love for you. So I'm hoping that this can kind of help guide you on that path if you're not on it already, or continue on that path. And I do have to say, also, whatever your views are, I have no judgment on anything anyone wants to do ever. If you're trying alternative methods of Botox or anything else you want, you should do what makes yourself feel best. always, 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 always. So this is just, you know, a side of this is what I think and this is what I view. And everyone can view whatever they want. There's honestly no ever judgment. So I just have to put that out there. Nothing is wrong. We're all doing our best to love ourselves, and that's what matters. Okay, so then from there, I really want to now kind of talk about the products and why plant-based skincare is so important to me and why I feel like it's something that everyone can love and appreciate forever. The beauty of plants is that the entire line of Gatherwise is plant-based through and through. So everything in here comes from a plant, the earth, and the point of that is our bodies are going to take away what it needs from these plants, and it's not forced. And nothing is going to be, you know, aggravating and forced into our skin. For instance, let's say, you know, plants are like a relationship we have with our bodies. So the Common Clear Serum, one of the key ingredients in our Common Clear Serum is the sea buckthorn oil, which is a really beautiful plant. It's really amazing. It's high in vitamin C, which is one of the reasons it's in that formulation. And it helps lighten dark spots. It helps free radicals. It helps boost collagen. It's a really beautiful vitamin and nourishment for your skin. When you're using it through plants, you're putting that on every day. Your skin's going to absorb that vitamin C that it needs. It's going to take in that vitamin C, all of it, all at once. It's going to accept it, put it where it needs to go. But over time, your body doesn't need that same amount of vitamin C. Maybe your face doesn't need that much vitamin C, or maybe in the winter it doesn't. So your skin's going to still get the same amount, but it's going to release through your body the other vitamin C that it did not absorb in your skin. Nothing is forced. The plants work with us to take in what we need and remove the rest, which makes it so gentle yet so effective. It's kind of just a really beautiful relationship that we have with plants. And that's, you know, external and internal too. You know, we can release a lot that we don't need and take the vitamins and nutrients from the plants that we do. And that's why the entire line works for everybody, because our skin is different. There's really no right or wrong with all the products. It's just going to take what your skin needs and kind of release the rest. And all of that is for a healthy microbiome, healthy skin barrier. You know, we're all trying to just heal the skin barrier that we have to continue to have good oil production, healthy skin barrier where it's not broken down, it's not flaky, it's not getting breakouts, you know, all these things we can work on within the products. And with that too is something with the natural products it's slightly different than you might be used to. And I understand there's a learning curve, and that's hopefully why we're here. So you can ask questions and I can answer, but the plants are going to work with us. So for instance, we are using the face washes. There's 3 face washes, and all of them are not soapy and sudsy. And for that reason, it's because every time you're using a soap on your skin, you're actually kind of breaking down your natural oil production and stripping it from the surface. And actually, your skin wants oil, it wants to be there. But when you do that, the skin then overreacts. And it's like, oh, okay, now I have to produce more oil because I just lost all of mine that was there. Sometimes it can overproduce, underproduce, and every time you're stripping your skin of that natural microbiome and oil production, it's going to kind of get overwhelmed and not know how to handle it. So all my face washes are really just to clean the surface. Some of them are more for antibacterial, antimicrobial properties for oilier skin, and some of them are gentle, soothing, nourishing with more moisturizer. Like the seaweed scrub is a great example. The main ingredient are oats and seaweed. And oats, colloidal oats, actually have saponin in them, which is a cleaning agent. So when you're using that and you're cleaning your skin, it's cleaning and cleansing the surface, but it isn't stripping your natural oils. And that's a huge part of it. And then I just want to kind of bring in the line of why we say to use all of these ingredients. And we'll answer questions in the end and we can go over it and talk about in detail. But that's the reason for the face washes. You know, there's no soap, there's no suds, they clean, they help moisture, or they help draw out excess oil. They help with pulling out impurities and pollutants, sunscreen, makeup, but they won't strip your natural oil production, and therefore keeping your skin barrier where it should be instead of kind of broken and stripped down. And then we're coming in with the toners. And this is another part of skin that you might not understand of why am I using a toner? And that's because when we wash our face, we're actually kind of, we're moving the pH level of our skin. And our pH level of our skin wants to be slightly acidic around a 5. And when we wash our face with water, it becomes alkaline, which kind of irritates, again, your skin barrier. And that's why we use toners. Toners come in, I don't know if you have access to one or if Ava could grab one, maybe, but if everyone could just spray a mist or two of the, or 5 or 8, I don't know, however much you want, just kind of pass it around and spray. The hydration toner would be a good one for today. Breathe it in and kind of feel that cooling, hydrating, beautiful plant mist. And that's going to bring your skin back to the pH level where it wants to go, and also bring in that plant constituents of nourishment. This one is incredibly hydrating. It has humectants in it, which actually help draw moisture into the skin and help your skin absorb more moisture, even within the air. It's amazing. You'll notice a difference right away with that one. And then, is everybody doing okay?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. And then we're going to go into the serums. And serums are, again, something that is like powerhouse of nutrients, vitamins, minerals, omegas. This is going to be the thing that I kind of view as your like daily vitamins. This is the Common Clear Serum is full of so much nutrients, vitamins, minerals, omegas. It's going to really help balance overall skin tone. It's going to help limit dark spots, pigmentation, breakouts, and balance your overall tone for more vibrancy. It's such a beautiful product. I think everyone should be trying that too. And then the night serum is really geared for drier skin. It's really rich in omegas that really help boost our collagen and help boost the collagen production and help keep our skin hydrated and plump. So that one is another like amazing, beautiful product in this aging gracefully. And that's all we're trying to do. We are continuing our journey every day in this process of just keeping our skin healthy and happy and beautiful. And then the other 2 products are your moisturizers. So this is, I'm doing this in order, and we can also look at the lookbook for another order of how you apply any line of face care products. These 2, our facial oil and our facial balm, are, and again, more plant infused products. Everything is just heavily infused with different plants geared towards different reasons. So the facial oil is for anyone that has more oilier skin. Maybe they get more breakouts. It has a lot more antibacterial properties in it. And then this beautiful facial balm is just such a gem. It's so soothing and nourishing, especially in Davis. I think you guys are really dry weather there and hot. So that one is just going to come in and kind of coat your skin with some really heavy, rich omegas and also help protect you from the outside elements, which is another part of aging gracefully too, is how can we keep our skin where it's at right now? And that is, you know, keeping pollutants and free radicals and just daily environmental stresses and air quality off of our skin. and something that is a protection layer between you and the elements is going to do that. And then we have also our eye products. The eye balm and the eye oil are both beautiful products. I really recommend the eye balm for anyone with dark circles, puffiness, redness, or just general feeling just a little, you know, I want to say as anyone probably over the age of 30 could probably benefit from the eye balm. It has licorice and chamomile, some beautiful plants and fennel to really help cool and calm and help with the discoloration too of dark circles, which is so lovely. And that's like my go-to every day, really. The eye oil is another beautiful one. That one is great for any wrinkles as well. You know, you can do it on your with the roller ball. This is another, you know, how we age, and keeping your skin moisturized always is going to be better than having it dry. I kind of use an example, and it's a little I don't know. I love it because I can imagine it in my head, but I view our skin as a piece of paper. And if you're using a dry piece of paper, wrinkle it up and you open it up again, you're going to see all those cracks and wrinkles, and you're not going to be able to smooth them out. Versus having oil on that paper, you can wrinkle it up as much as you want, draw it out. It's barely going to be wrinkled, and you can actually try to smooth the wrinkles out as well. And I kind of want everyone to think of our skin like that, because the more, you know, packed full of oil and nourishment and basically protecting our skin from cracking and wrinkling over time will limit more wrinkles in general. This one's really good for your necklines and chest lines as well. Brow lines, smile lines, the roller balls just go to. I love it by everyone usually keeps it by their bed and just puts it on right before they go to bed. It's lovely, and also one of those beautiful moments to take in and, you know, have that be your moment before you go to bed. And then we can talk a little bit more about the masks, but I'm kind of just thinking we took a lot of time already. So if anyone has any questions, I guess the last thing I want to say is before we dive into any questions, but you know, the whole line is to benefit you and your skin and you as a whole. And aging gracefully every single day, no matter your age, no matter your journey, this is how one way you can love yourself and feel confident on the inside and outside. And I hope that by even just smelling Gatherwise right now and using it on your hands, maybe some of you are using it on your face, you can kind of get a sense of that and kind of get a feel for how it is affecting you, how it is affecting your mood and your skin. And I just hope you can kind of take that with you. Okay, so I'm happy to answer questions if anyone has any. I know I kind of talked a little fast, but we were a little short on time. So happy to talk more or answer anything anyone has.
So I have a question.
I can just barely hear you.
Various should I get up closer? Yeah. So I've used various organic and natural products, and there's something that I'm allergic to, but I don't know what it is. I don't want to go through a whole battery of allergy tests, but I will get super red under my eyes, and I just don't know what the product is, so it makes me scared to try new things, although I am oriented to only want to use that type of product. Do you have advice?
Yeah, I do have advice, yes. And also, I didn't have too much time to go into my history, but that is another reason why I started Gatherwise. I am so severely sensitive. So yes, I feel your pain on that, and also am very empathetic. It's also stressful wondering if you are going to break out. So something that you can do, I'd be happy to send you little testers of ones that you might want to use if you're thinking you could be allergic, and to put them right here on your arm. This is a really good sensitive spot in the crease of your elbow. And that is a good indicator. If you put it in the same spot every day for 7 to 14 days, that is a really good indicator to tell you if you are allergic to that product. And I would recommend that, highly recommend that if you are sensitive. And some things to really look out for, and a lot of people are growing more sensitivities, is to lavender, beeswax, coconut oil, and I think those are the main three, actually. I don't know if you can just maybe test those ingredients on yourself, because those are in a lot of natural products as well. And those are a lot of ingredients that are coming up and popping up more and more with more allergies. So that would be my recommendation, is to definitely patch test what you're using before you use it on your face.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I just have a question. Do you have to use all these products together, or could you just? I have a question about the rose scrub. Could I just try the rose scrub with the products that I have, or do I have to get all of the products?
You can definitely try one product with the products that you do have, but I will say that using the entire line is really the way you're going to see benefit. Because of that, I definitely recommend a face wash. If you are going to use anything, just one, a face wash would be the way to go, because you're not stripping your natural oils and it's protecting you from, breaking down your skin barrier and microbiome. However, the entire line is really geared towards healing and nourishing on that level. So you're not going to see the same effects as someone that's quitting the other products and using 4 Gatherwise products for a solid 30 days. I've seen, transformations. I just recently had this woman message me. She had red spots, patches all over, irritation, sensitive skin. And I recommended her 4 products to cut out all the other products she was using. And within 30 days, she sent me before and after pictures. And within 30 days, everything was more balanced. She wasn't wanting any other products. The redness and irritation was gone. So yes, you can use one product, but I don't know what the other products you are using. So I don't know how those are affecting your skin. I mean, I'd be happy to talk to you more after if you wanted to tell me other products you are using.
What do you think about Retin-A?
I think it's tricky.
You think what?
What's that?
Oh, I didn't hear what you said. You think?
Oh, I think it's tricky. I think there's a time and a place for certain people to use it. I think it can be really aggressive, and it can make your skin very sensitive. I do think if you want to use it, that's fine. I think you just have to be really careful with listening to your skin and knowing when your skin has had too much, because there's a level that your skin can reach where it's just going to overwhelm your skin, and then you can cut it back and cut it out for a couple weeks, a month, and then start again. And also just being really sure to use sunscreen the entire time you're using anything like that, any sort of retinol or high vitamin C, or anything that you're using that's really aggressive on your skin. You're going to want to make sure you're using sunscreen at all times. But if you notice that you like it and you're using it, and I would just really make sure to continue the cycle of maybe using it temporarily and then cutting it out, using it temporarily again. Some people only use it in the winter because you don't have so much sun exposure, and there's less time for there to be any adverse reactions from the sun exposure on your skin that is so exposed. So maybe try it in the winter and see how you like it. I'm so happy to answer any other questions.
Can you hear me?
I can just hear a little tiny bit.
Sorry, and you may have answered this question before. Somewhere in there. I came in a little late, so you may have answered this question, but I was just wondering, where are you sourcing your ingredients?
Yeah, so as far as the plants go, I source over 80% of the plants straight from the Gatherwise farm, which is an organic farm. It is not certified organic because that takes 3 to 5 years, but we use organic practices. And then as far as my other ingredients go, I source other plants that I need from local farmers here in Portland. Roots, remedies, no, I'm sorry. My goodness, Wildish Botanical is one of them. Another one is Urban Acre Farms. And then as far as the oils go, I buy from Eden Botanicals, which is a beautifully, it's in California. It's in Petaluma, California. And it's called Eden Botanicals. And they care about sustainability, organic processes, ethical practices within their other companies that they are sourcing from. And then I do get all my hydrosols I make here on the farm, which are the base of every toner. I make here with our giant 5-gallon copper still. And we use all fresh plants for that. Yeah, that's basically where I get my ingredients from. If you'd like, I can send you a link to Eden Botanicals if you wanted to check out more of their process.
Yes, I'd like that.
She said, yes, please. I have a question too. My name is
Laura.
Laura. I hear what you're saying about cleansing your face and stripping natural oils. I had always thought that that was kind of the goal temporarily, so that what you put on your face next could absorb better. And then eventually, of course, I mean, soon your natural oils would come back and that would be it. So what you're saying is that even that temporary few, an hour or whatever that you're stripping your natural oils is also bad.
Yeah, I'm going to just kind of go over it again really briefly because it is confusing and we have been taught. I mean, my gosh, I was using, all kinds of stripping my skin in my teen years because that is what we were taught. But our skin is actually much happier and much healthier when you're not actually removing the natural oil production that is meant to be there. So even if it is an hour or 2 hours before your oil production starts to come back, and you're actually, trying to replace that lost oil with whatever cream you're putting on afterwards, right? But if you're using a natural cleanser that does not soak up, it's still removing all the dirt and debris. It's still cleaning out your pores. It's still removing dirt and pollution and every bit of debris on your skin and makeup. It is still opening up your skin to absorb more, like you said, like you thought it was to remove all of that. And then your skin can absorb better what it's taking in, but it doesn't have to be the removal of your natural microbiome, of your natural oil production. You really just want to remove your layers of makeup and oil, excess oil, as in product and dirt and debris. You're removing all of that. Then you're coming in with more product to help nourish, and it's going to absorb just the same, but your skin barrier won't be wrecked. It'll still be consistent and the same, so that your skin will be able to heal and balance that oil production on a normal level instead of overproducing or underproducing because it's been stripped of its natural oils. Does that answer your question? I'm sorry, I kind of went off there.
Thank you very much. That's very helpful.
I wanted to add on to that our skin's pH is naturally slightly acidic. So when we damage that, our body struggles to kind of replenish that. So when we use products that are balanced, we don't have to, our skin doesn't have to struggle to rebalance the acidity.
Yeah, I mean, the goal is to have healthy skin. That's the goal. Everyone wants to have healthy, glowing skin. And when you're using products that are aggressive or overstripping your natural skin oils, it's kind of breaking down that barrier. So your skin is constantly trying to work to repair it instead of just regulating and balancing and trying to remove the dark spots or trying to repair itself instead of taking in the nourishment.
It's me again. I have one more question. If one of your major challenges is discoloration and age spots, sunspots, I heard you talk about the Calm and Clear serum. Is there anything else that sort of works on those challenges?
Yeah, so as far as my line goes, the Common Clear Serum and we didn't dive into it because I wasn't sure about time, but the honey mask is packed full of ingredients that are going to help lighten dark pigmentation. So over time, this is not a one-time lightening agent here. This is, a couple months to 6 months of you putting the Common Clear Serum on your dark pigmentation and then using the mask as a treatment for 10, 15 minutes once or twice a week. Over time, the dark pigmentation will lighten. But with that, I have to say there's a huge part of lightening any dark pigmentation is to always, always use a really high SPF when you're trying to do that. Because you're trying to lighten this dark spot of melanin that the sun is actually trying to darken. So every time you're trying to lighten any sort of pigmentation, you have to coat it with a protection of SPF 50 at least every time you're outside or even inside the UV rays are hitting you. And you need to protect that so it's not getting that exposure of the sun because both of those can't work together. So you have to try to lighten over time and then use the sunscreen to help limit the UV rays going into that pigmented spot. So these two are the ones that you would want. And then that's you can put it on 2-3 times a day. You can do the honey mask 3 to 4 times a week at much of the level that you want to and see for yourself the results. I can't hear you guys, sorry. Does that help?
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hello. I've been using your lovely line, thanks to Ava and Heather, for about 6 weeks, and I'm loving it. So I'm trying to now move to take better care of my hands because as we do, we need them so much. And my hands are really showing my age because they are. But it's not so much cosmetic as I just want the skin to stay really healthy and strong. So on the top of your hands and your face, that these would also be good to share with my hands. Thank you.
That's such a great question. I mean, where we age the most is our hands and our eyes. Right away, that's the skin. So that's a really great question. So something you can do is every time you're using your Gatherwise, I don't know what products you have, every time you are using those, I would finish it by just coating your hands because there's always some excess. So definitely get in there with your product on your hands just because you have it. But another thing I like to do is, I don't know how much you want to do with this, but whenever I'm in the bath, I definitely like to do the honey mask on my hands. And you're just sitting there. I know that sounds a little excessive, but it really does help. The honey mask really helps bring in more moisture for the skin. It is huge, 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 bringing in a humectant. So it's going to pull in moisture and nourishment into your skin that you'll notice for days. And then it also will help lighten, I know you said not cosmetic, but it will help lighten the dark spots that you have here maybe, if you're putting it there. And then another one is the face balm and the All Heals Salve. This is a really beautiful one just for at night. Sorry. If anyone does want this, I don't think you have that at the wardrobe, and I'd be happy to send over any that anyone wants. They're 14, but they're just a really beautiful balm that is full of allantoin, which is an ingredient from certain plants that also help really nourish and heal and soothe and bring in more moisture. So this is a good one to put in your bag, to have by your bed, and just constantly putting it on your hands. And that will really help repair and help less wrinkles, less dark spots, less pigmentation, less cracking, if that's what you were referring to.
Are you going to share the order for putting products on?
It's in the book.
Oh, I didn't get it.
We only have like 2 more minutes for questions, and then Ava and I will continue the conversation that's been so fabulously and
I think I heard someone, sorry, it's really hard for me to hear, but I think I heard someone ask about the order, and I believe there are quite a few product books that Heather has, and in that, I think on page 3, there is an order of products, and it's labeled 1 wash, 2 tone, 3 serum, and tells you the products and what order they are to use. And yeah, I'm happy to answer more questions through email or text, or I don't know how much more time we have, Heather.
Yes, I think that we're winding down. Is that right, Eva, with the hour? So it's been super valuable, inspiring, and just radiant to see you from Portland, inspiring us with more ageless beauty tips and wisdom. And this is just the start, I think, of a really wonderful relationship that you're helping bring to our skin and to each other's lives. So thank you so, so much. And, you know, my message is be the one that loves you the most. And thank you for helping us do that.
I love that so much. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I hope that everybody leaves from this just, you know, loving themselves no matter what they're doing, loving their skincare routine, and continuing their aging beautifully and gracefully journey on their however they see fit, or with help from Heather and Ava. That's amazing. So thanks for being here.
Ooh. Well, thank you again, and thank you for the beautiful gift bags that I get to share with all these lovelies today. We really appreciate, again, your generous spirit and your wonderful, graceful inspiration. Thank you again. Bye.
All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
So, yeah, we're going to just stop for a few more minutes. Thank you again for doing this high-tech morning with us. And again, for anyone that missed, Ava Anderson, who I'm so fortunate to have here at the wardrobe